Hey everyone, Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com. I've got Kase and we just finished our Kharadron of Overlords game.
What a match.
Versus Daughters of Khaine. It was a very interesting match.
No spoilers, it's close. The whole, just the whole time, it just goes like this.
Yeah. So there is a pretty big mistake early on that we caught kind of maybe mid-game that we just realized. We wanted to post it so that you guys don't... we want you guys to leave a comment about it, but we want it to be very open about it. So the mistake that I made was with army composition. So the way it works is when you're composing the army, you can't have two of battle line, not battle line, but two of the exact same war scroll. And I just learned, I came in this morning, read the book really quickly, and I didn't have enough points to make my full 1,000 point army.
Speed read.
Yeah, very speed reading. Because we wanted to film the bat rep. I got Kase in with me. We wanted to get the bat rep out. Not bat rep, but we wanted to start filming really quickly. So I actually had 3 war scrolls of witch elves, and you're going to see it in the bat rep, so it's totally my mistake. I apologize if you see it. I'm totally sorry, and I hope you guys can forgive me. But for the next bat rep, we're going to go into the vault, and we're going to be playing another 1,000 point bat rep.
Do you want to tease them now with what we're bringing?
Ooh, right. I'm going to be fielding Morathi.
And I will be fielding the Ironclad.
Yeah, I just got Morathi painted up, and you have a really nice painted Ironclad.
I call it Thorgrim's Revenge.
Yeah.
I love it.
So make sure you guys check out the vault video for that. Once again, I do apologize for the army composition, and I really hope you guys enjoy the bat rep. But until then, happy wargaming and enjoy the bat rep. What's going on, everyone? Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another episode of Beato, the Vito Age of Sigmar edition. I've got Kase back in here looking for vengeance after our last few games.
Trouncings, there have been some trouncings.
And we are going to be playing the new General's Handbook 2019 edition. The Kharadron Overlords got a pretty big haul from what I've been seeing.
Yeah, no nerfs. A lot of things got a point reduction, including the Ironclad, making it a bit more viable. I think it's like a 40, I don't want to say 50, but I'm pretty sure it's like 40 point drop. Just tons more points to throw around. Thunderers went down to 90, so a bit more reason to kind of take them even after the nerf of the weapons team. So I'm really excited. That's
cool. And we are going to be playing the new meeting engagement rules. So we're going to be trying to pump out a couple 1,000 point games. I should note that we are going to be house ruling the new terrain rules, just because we don't really like them. You have to use the rules for the realm gates. We're not really a big fan of those.
Honestly, in the comments below, does anyone like playing with realm gates?
I'm sure there are some.
Some? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, then tell me why, because maybe I'm missing, maybe they add a crazy nuance to the game that I'm missing.
Yeah,
so.
We're not really a big fan of it, so we're going to be house ruling those. And there's with those terrain pieces, there's only maybe about 4 or 5 pieces of terrain.
Yeah.
We're not really a big fan of that many wargaming, so we're going to be playing, with a bunch of terrain on the board.
Because blank boards are boring.
Blank boards are boring. Hashtag blank boards are boring. But we're going to be playing 1,000 points of meeting engagement, not Hedonized Slash. What am I playing?
You're playing Daughters of Khaine.
Thank you, Daughters of Khaine. I've been playing too much Hedonized Slash.
Right?
Daughters of Khaine versus Kharadron Overlords. But if you like to come into MiniWarGaming, please go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all the details. But until then, let's take a look at the board and the armies. So here is going to be my 1,000 points of Daughters of Khaine for meeting engagement. So the way this works, it's split up into essentially 3 different armies to create one combined army. We have a spearhead army, a main body, and then a rear guard. For my spearhead contingent, I do have a Hag Queen on foot. For her prayer, she's going to be running with the Covenant of the Iron Heart for her prayer. So that's 14-inch prayer. Until the start of my next hero phase, I do not need to take battle shock tests for that unit. For my main body contingent, I do have another Hag Queen on foot. She's going to be running the prayer, the Blessing of Khaine. So any Daughters of Khaine unit within 14 inches gets to re-roll their failed Fanatical Faith save rolls. So that's going to be pretty awesome for her. My general for today is going to be a Slaughter Queen on Cauldron of Blood. Her relic is going to be the Khainite Pendant, which if I can pray 3 times in my hero phase. However, the first time I roll a 1, the bearer prays. She's essentially found unworthy, and then I suffer D3 mortal wounds instead of 1.
Ooh.
The prayers that she's going to be taking is the Catechism of Murder. So 14 inches for that prayer until the start of my next hero phase. Each time I make a hit roll of a 6. This is after re-rolls and before the modifiers for the unit that the successful prayer goes off on. The attack inflicts 2 hits instead of 1. Additionally, the other prayer that she's going to be running is going to be the Sacrament of Blood. 14-inch range for that prayer, and then until the start of the next hero phase, that unit counts as being 1 battle round higher for my Blood Rights table. And then for my battle line, I have 2 units of Witch Elves. One is going to be 10, and then another 20. And because these 2 units here are battle line, I do have the option of making them double sized, so that's why we have a unit of 20. And for my rear guard contingent, I have another unit of Witch Elves, same equipment as before, Banner, Musician, and Champion. That's all the really points that I had left over. So I have 10 points shy, so 990 points. And this is going to be 1,000 points of Daughters of Khaine. I should mention that they are going to be Hagnar. All the other cults, I'm not a particular fan of. I like the fact of Hagnar being the first cult, and obviously they do have the benefit of giving one of the best buffs to the whole army. So yeah, this army is going to be Hagnar. Taking a look now at Kase's 1,000 points of Kharadron Overlords. Kase, what do we got for your Vanguard?
So I'm kind of almost doing the opposite of you. For my Vanguard, I'm actually kind of front-loading a lot. I had to take 1 battle line, I could take a hero, and I could take up to 2 other things. So a little bit of Mark of Dave. These guys in the back, these may look like Sky Wardens, but they're actually more Engine Riggers. You gotta love their minds and how they just knock everything over like that. But yeah, these are 2 separate groups of Engine Riggers. And for my main body over here, I've got my Chemist, and I've got my Brick of 20 Arcanauts. I should also mention every special weapon is the Light Skyhook. And for my rear guard, I just have the 1 artillery, because you can't bring artillery until rear guard. So bringing my 1 gun hauler, and I'm kind of excited for this scenario, because I think you have to come at me with waves, and then I can kind of shoot you down as the waves keep coming. So that that might benefit the Overlords might be in a very strong place in the meta for this specific game, but maybe not. I don't want to jinx it. They still get ripped apart in close quarters combat, but we'll see. I'm excited. Yeah,
because we actually haven't rolled off to see what our mission is yet. So it all depends, because sometimes you might come with your Vanguard first, or start with your body first. So we'll see. But this is going to be your 1,000 point army?
This is 1,000 points.
Of Kharadron Overlords.
And if it looks like a lot, it's because everything was reduced. The Chemist was reduced, everything was reduced.
This is the board that we are going to be playing on today. The mat is from P-Works Wargames. The terrain itself is from Adam from Greenleaf Terrain, and we got some trees here from foreground, or from the trees. So they have these really nifty little cool small little trees. The way the board is actually set up is 48 by 30, so a nice small little engagement area. And like I said before in our intro, normally there's maybe about 3 or 4 pieces of terrain. So we kind of can put a little bit more. We've got maybe 5 pieces, but then the trees themselves here, we kind of condense the board a little bit more, and then we have this nice little wall of forested tree area as well to kind of push us into this meeting engagement area. All right, everyone, we are set up for Borderlines. The way this works is there are 3 objectives on the board, and they're going to be, we're using these little fun treasure chests that I suppose the Kharadron Overlords dropped off accidentally with their ships, so they're turning their ships back around to come and claim their booty. So the way it works is there's 3 objectives. 1 2, and 3. If you hold more objectives than your opponent, you get 3 victory points. If you are tied in terms of how many objectives you hold, you score 1. But there's also a second way you can score victory points, and that's in terms of the most amount of damage done. So at the end of the turn, we both calculate the amount of wounds done, and whoever has done the most amount of wounds, you get 2 victory points. So that's the way Borderline is going to be played. The main body of our armies have come out on the board, and we have to be deployed 3 inches on the map.
Which is a challenge.
Yeah, it is quite a bit of a challenge, especially like with big units for like the Cauldron of Blood and whatnot. So the way I've deployed is I have my unit of 20 Witch Elves being accompanied by the Hag Queen, Slaughter Queen on Cauldron of Blood, and then the 10 block of Witch Elves. For Kase, coming onto his side, Kase, what do you got?
We just got the Brick of 20 with the Light Sky Hooks and the Chemist.
Yeah, so it's a little bit favored for me, for my main body, because my main body is a little bigger, but that's just the way this particular map deployment and mission favors. And there's other ones where, you know, your spearhead comes on, and then your main body comes in turn 1. Kase did finish. So Kase, who would you like to go first, have the first turn? Would you like me to have the first turn?
Take it away, Mr. Vest.
All right, so we're going to go into Daughters of Khaine, turn number 1.
Because that's your name, right? Because that is your name, right? It's, you know, first name Vito, middle name The, last name Vest.
It's actually Vito Vincenzo Varano.
Oh.
But close enough.
Close.
Close.
Vito Vincenzo, give it to me again.
Vito Vincenzo Varano.
Vito Vincenzo Varano.
That is extremely not racist.
I'm Italian.
Are you really?
I'm half Italian, half Irish.
Bro, we're bros now.
I got a nonni. I got a nonni from Tuscany.
Do you really?
I do.
Wow, we're comparis now.
She's a Cassetti.
Oh wow, look at this.
Yeah.
I love this guy already.
Hey.
Daughters of Khaine, turn 1. Starting in my hero phase, we're going to go with Hag Queen Hippolyta. And she's going to go with the Blessing of Khaine on a 3+, which we get with a 6. So they can re-roll their failed Fanatical Faith save rolls. I'm also going to have this unit drink from the Witch's Brew. So they can do re-roll wound rolls, and they also get, they're immune to Battle Shock. Or not immune, but they don't have to take Battle Shock tests. I suppose the Slaughter Queen will try to go for the Catechism of Murder on this unit as well, on a 3+, which we do. So this unit here, if they get a 6 to hit, it counts as 2 hits instead of 1. I think that's all I'm going to do right now. I don't want to get a little greedy. I think I'm a little too far away right now as well. So going into my movement phase, this Witch Elf unit, we're going to run them for 5. So they're going to go 11 inches. And the 11 essentially is going to get this unit to right over here, making sure that we're 6 inches from this objective and trying to claim it. But yeah, essentially this whole big block going this way. Hag Queen Hippolyta, we're going to run her.
I love
getting a 6, woo! Going 12, we're essentially just going to keep up with the rest of the army. For the Slaughter Queen on Cauldron, I suppose we'll run her as well. Going 3, so an extra 9. That will make us go right into this little gap right here. And for my last run move, we're running with these Witch Elves. They're going to go 3, so 9, down to this little foresty gap. Why do I want to go this way?
Why do I want to go this way?
Well, like, the objectives are there.
Yeah, they're over there. There's nothing behind this rock.
Is there?
There's nothing. Don't look at that.
Okay. Ending right over here. That's going to be it for the end of my turn, essentially just moving my entire army forward. At the end of turn 1, my Vanguard contingent does come on, so essentially just my other Hag Queen, and she comes on this table edge over here, 3 inches. So essentially she's going to come up boop, to right over here, and she's going to join the army. And now that the majority of my army has come in, I just have my rear guard essentially to come in. Which is going to be my 10 Witch Elves. That's going to be the end of my turn. So let's now go into Kharadron Overlords, turn 1. starting with Kase's hero phase. Kase, what do we got?
He's going to tell them to shoot more bullets.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just going to give the special weapon teams 1 extra shot. After my runs. And then movement phase, green dies the chemist, blue dies the Arcanauts. That's how we're going. I might turn that into a 6. So he's going 8, so he can easily get within 6 of that right there.
And then the boys?
The boys I gotta think about. I gotta think for a second.
Yeah, because you might want to spend a command point.
Yeah, because I need to get into range to shoot something this turn. So yeah, definitely turning that into a 6 and gonna move up and get some accurate fire onto the behemoth.
Going for the yeah.
Yeah. Got pre-measured this a bit, but just coming up here. So just should mention, with the Sky City, I can run and shoot on the first turn only.
Okay.
So people might have been going like, why is he saying he can get in range with shooting? Like, but anyway, the 12 shots, because the chemist gave them an extra 6, onto the Shrine of Khaine, or the
Cauldron of Blood.
Cauldron of Blood. Hitting on 4s, no sick rerolls, which I'm not used to not having on this volley. So wounding on 3s. No sick rerolls, so 3 wounds.
So with my blood shield save, I normally have a 4 up, but I now go to a 6 up because of the -2. Saving nothing.
D3 damage each for 6.
And we have a 5 up Fanatical Faith save because I'm within my own general save. Ooh, only making 1, so the Cauldron of Blood will be taking 5 wounds.
And I want to activate, there's just no trading with some people because I want to get that thing down. I want it like bracketed pretty hard, so another D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, another 3, so 8 total, gross. I do get a chance to save those. Ooh, I save another one, so we're taking 7 instead of the 8. Bringing the Cauldron down to 5 wounds remaining, not that great. And at the end of Kase's turn, his Vanguard contingent is going to come right over here, and he's got pretty decent sized squads. And I think we measured, I think it's going to be like an 8-inch charge if I get the full run of 12 over here. But yeah, that's essentially where his Vanguard's going to be coming.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be it. I was a little skeptical when we first started playing this. I wasn't that happy about it because I like playing more of the bigger games.
Yeah.
But now I can kind of feel the nuances of the more tactical game, playing with smaller units, trying to outmaneuver your opponent. I don't know. How are you feeling with this?
I feel like I wish it went spearhead, then main body, then rear guard.
Well, for this particular mission, and I guess that's maybe how you made the army, right?
I really front-loaded my spearhead detachment.
Right.
But, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so let's go into Daughters of Khaine. Correction, we actually have to do the roll-off. I do in ties. And I just killed the objective. 3. You get a 6. You get to choose.
I will go twice.
All right, so let's go into Kharadron Overlords, turn number 2. Hero phase time for the KO.
So he can do it within 10 inches. He's going to tell them to shoot more. So again, the front weapon team is going to get 12 shots instead of 6. And my Arcanaut Admiral, he's not going to do anything. He's just going to chill. So first things first, I really want him to get within 3 inches of those guys so they can get better shots. So rolling that. Okay, good. So he's going to go for a jog, the Admiral.
Yeah, we got a 5 there. I don't know if you guys can see with a bit of a glare. Actually, now that I put my hand up, the glare's gone. But yeah, they're going 5 inches. An extra 5.
So I just need to get him 3 inches away from there. Yeah, that'll work.
These are fast KO.
Yeah, with their 4 plus a d6. And the Arcanauts are going to come up to stay in that bubble, move their 4 inches, start pumping some accurate fire into more Daughters of Khaine. So I think we're just going to have Brave Overlords today, and we're just going to kind of move in and get in your face. If I can even get within the objective and not get myself... Now we're going to leave... You can get those 2 this round. Yeah. And then these guys just going to follow suit. Right up here to this dot. Another 12 inches or so. And this guy's going to go from here, just going to move up 4 to there. Staying within 6 of the objective and 10 within them. All right, so I'm actually in my shooting phase going to make the daughter, the big brick of daughters, my priority target, which allows me to reroll all hits for everything within 3 inches of this guy. And he might have gotten bumped, but I did measure that he was within 3 of both of them. So yeah, that's going to be my priority target, and I'm going to hope my engine riggers can shoot and take out what's remaining of the blood cauldron.
Cauldron of blood.
Cauldron of blood.
We can do it. Starting with the engine riggers first.
The volley gun, 6 shots, hitting on 4s, no rerolls.
Oh wow, hitting with everything?
That's not well, I gotta do that again, so it could go the opposite way. So wounding on 4s.
Okay, getting
so
2.
2.
5 up save on the Cauldron of Blood. Making 1 damage.
1.
Just 1, so then I get my 5 up Fanatical Faith. Which I do make. The drill cannon now.
This is the all or nothing 4s and 3s.
Getting a 6.
If I roll a 6 to wound, I get to do D3 mortal wounds to anything within 3 inches of the original target.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so let's see that again. 3s.
Ooh, getting a 4. Negative 2 Ren, 6 up. No.
D3 damage.
12, 1. 5 up. Which I do not make. Down to 4. And then we're going to have 3 shots from the pistols into the big blob of 20 here.
3s and 4s from the rapid fire rivet gun. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
1 rend on the girls.
Blood Shield gives up the +1, but the -1, so they have a 6 up, which I do not make. And 5 up Fanatical Faith. Well, I make 1, so we're just going to lose 1 lovely lady. So I actually just checked, the drill gun is actually -3, so I'm going to remember that for next time. Just in case you guys have already made a comment, we just caught it. So yeah, for next time, we're going to remember that. And now this unit is going to be trying the exact same thing into my Cauldron of Blood. However, the pistols are going to be out of range for the daughters.
So this is the volley gun for 4s and 4s. No sick rerolls. 4s. Hey, 2.
5 up save. Getting 1. 5 up Fanatical Faith. No. Down to 3. Drill Canino.
Which I hate. It's so all or nothing, this shot, man. So 4s. Hey, and 3s. Oh, that's the mortal wounds. Yeah.
So we're going to do D3 mortal wounds to this unit.
Yes,
Survey
so
says.
D3.
So for 2. And the normal damage on the Cauldron. For 1. So no armor or no save here, but I do get my Fanatical Faith, which I don't make. Then 2 Fanatical Faith saves over here. I make 1, so another one dies. And now moving on to this squad, we have 12 shots going into my Daughters of Khaine. Re-rolling everything. We're hitting on 4s over there. Wounding on 3s. I don't have a save on that one, so it's going to be D3 damage each.
Oh man,
that's
gross.
Really bad.
That is
14 wounds total. 5 up Fanatical Faith. I only saved 3, so 11 die. Wow, that's really bad. Ow.
So this unit is now going to pump shots into the sisters again.
Oh.
With a 4s with a reroll because they're not as juiced as these guys are. Hey,
2. And there's, I think you said wounding on
3s.
3s. Oh dear. Getting 1. So I don't get my armor essentially.
So
D3.
D3 damage for 2.
2. 5 up Fanatical Faith.
Demon save.
Getting 1. Another lady. Oh jeez. Another lady dies. So Kase and I just caught something now. If you've already left a comment down below, technically Kase and I both got 2 victory points last turn. The first one was because neither of us killed anything in either of our turns, so we both would have gotten 1 victory point for that. Because we were both essentially tied at 0 for slaying models. Because if you slay a model, whoever is slaying the most wounds, you get 2 victory points. But if you're essentially tied, you get 1. So essentially, we're tied for 1 there. And then additionally, because we both have one objective each, we then get 1 victory point each there. So we're essentially 2 to 2 there. We forgot to do it. We're still learning back and forth how meeting engagement works. So yeah, that's essentially how that works right now, is that Kase and I, we are tied 2 to 2.
New book.
But with that turn recap, I don't need to take Battle Shock over here because this unit drank from the Witch's Brew, which is pretty awesome, or else this unit would have been gone. You did get your main battle or your main force in here.
Actually, my spearhead, I just front loaded so
Oh, right, yeah, your spearhead, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a little concerning for me right now.
I really thought that like every scenario was spearhead, body, rearguard, so I really front loaded to like kind of kill you in waves, so I was really worried on first turn, but things are looking up.
Yeah, I do need to get this bulk of my army this way now. I don't think that I can deal with all of this, just because of your shooting, the amount of shooting that you can do, and my army essentially doesn't do any shooting. Maybe the Cauldron can do some shooting, only when it comes to a life, or the statue, I should say. I need to get to your lines, but with that double turn, I really think that's where you shone right there. But right now, let's go into Daughters of Khaine, turn number 2. We actually forgot to go ahead and do Kase's rear guard.
So just coming over, this is Rage Mouse, my gun hauler.
Jumping into my hero phase, we're going to have them go ahead and drink from the Witch's Brew. We measured 3 and they're wholly within. So once again, immune to Battle Shock and re-rolling the wound rolls. We'll go ahead and do the exact same thing from this Hag Queen. So if you're also read a comment or left a comment down below, this unit over here should have been re-rolling their failed Fanacle Faith save rolls. So there might be more guys right here.
Yeah, we got a lot to remember for this, so please bear with us.
Yeah, exactly. Because of the new General's Handbook 2019, we're trying to remember as much as we can for this mission, so some rules that we are forgetting. So Kase was nice enough to let me go ahead and roll essentially the 14 that died. Any 5 or 6s, I'm getting some. Okay, so I'm going to be getting quite a bit back. So that essentially just gives me a second rank, getting 6 ladies back. And once again, guys, we're really sorry for making the couple of mistakes. But yeah, they are back on the board. The Slaughter Queen on Cauldron is going to do the Blessing of Khaine. Goes off on a 3 for the Blessing, which we do get. So now they will be re-rolling their failed Fanacle Faith saves, which I'm absolutely going to try to remember that. And she's also going to go for the Catechism of Murder on this squad on a 3, which is a 2, so that's a fail.
Murder time.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a command point for all-out defense. It's one of the new command point abilities, and I'm going to put it on this unit over here. Essentially, this unit over here can reroll failed saves of 1.
Mystic Shield.
Yeah, it's essentially Mystic Shield, but for a command point.
I love it. I can use Mystic Shield as a dwarf now.
That's pretty cool.
Right, yeah.
Next, we're going to go ahead and run these Witch Elves. Getting a 6 for 12. I like it. And the unit is essentially going to go right to about there, and we're going to make kind of a circle around there. Next, we're going to run Hag Queen Hippolyta for 2. 8 inches will go right to here onto this objective. We're going to go ahead and run the Cauldron. Going a total of 5 inches. And that 5 inches is essentially going to get us right to there. For this unit, I'm going to go ahead and spend a command point and make them run an extra 6, so making them go 12 inches that way. I suppose I should roll it just in case I do get a 6. No, getting a 2, so I'll go ahead and make that a 6. And that 12 inches gets us right to over here, essentially. I'll go ahead and run this Hag Queen as well for 8. Yeah, my Hag Queen's going to go right to here. That is going to be it for my movement. Now for charges, we're going to go ahead and charge. Getting a total of 9. Getting these ladies into there. I was contemplating about putting them into both units, but I don't think I can do enough wounds because you have a what, a 4-up save?
4-up save.
Yeah, and there's no rend on these ladies. I mean, I could do with overwhelming attacks, but I just don't think I can pump out enough. We're going to start with the Hag champion first, hitting on 2s. Oh, wounding on 4s. Woo, getting 3. And the rest attacks hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s, re-rolling. Maybe they would have been able to take on both units.
Yeah.
4-up save.
Hey, they're dead.
I imagine with the Witch's Brew, they totally would have been able to take on. But I imagine, like, because somehow would have had the daisy chain, so it would have lost on a bunch of attacks. So maybe they wouldn't have been able to, but I mean, with that many wounds, maybe they would have been able to. We'll never know. At the end of battle round, I will be scoring 3 victory points because I do control both of the objectives, and Kase will be scoring 2 victory points because he ended up killing more models this turn, or this battle round, I should say. So yeah, getting an extra 3 for me and 2 for Kase. Bringing the current score to 5-4 in the favor of the Daughters of Khaine. This game is going a little more back and forth, I'm finding, in terms of points. So that's a little bit of the fun, I suppose, of playing at the meeting engagement rule set. Kase, you do win ties.
I do.
So roll off says, I get a 6. Oh, you do get a 5. So let's go into Daughters of Khaine, turn number 3. And right before my turn ends, actually, we got to do my reserves. Sorry, the rear guard, and they're going to be coming right over here. My last unit of 10 Witch Elves are on the board, trying to reinforce my depleted lines. So now we can go into Daughters of Khaine, turn number 3. Jumping right into my hero phase, we're going to go with this Hag Queen over here. We're going to go with the Covenant of the Iron Heart Prayer, putting it on this unit. Hopefully it does go off on a 3+. We get with 6, so this unit over here is now immune to Battle Shock tests. Or they don't have to take Battle Shock, I should say. We're then going to do the Catechism of Murder from the Cauldron of Blood onto this unit on a 3+. Ooh, which we get a 1, and they suffer D3 mortal wounds. Oh, I suffered D3 mortal wounds because of my artifact. Ah, no, I just killed myself. I just killed myself. I do get my Fanatical Faith save. 5 or 6, 5 or 6. Ah, she's alive with 1 wound.
All right.
Next, we'll do Hag Queen Hippolyta. She's going to put the Blessing of Khaine onto this unit. They can re-roll their failed Fanatical Faith save rolls. Getting a 4, so they have it. Time to run these Witch Elves. Getting a 5, they're going to go 11 inches. Having them essentially a little bit behind the Cauldron of Blood, trying to get them a little closer into the fray. We'll go ahead and run this squad over here. Getting an 11. No need to roll to make that into a 6. 11 is more than enough, and essentially we're just going to line up the ladies there. Ending right over here. And I suppose we'll run them as well, because we can run and charge. Getting a 2, so 8. Maybe I'll just kind of rearrange myself this way. Rearranging ourselves right over here, just kind of making a little semicircle and getting ready for the charge. I suppose I'll run this Hag Queen for an extra 3. So for 9 inches, I'll essentially put her right over here. No shooting to declare, because this thing is out of range, because now that the Avatar is alive. Let's go right into charges. This unit's going to charge. Getting a 6. That should be more than enough.
Yes, definitely.
Boom, right into your front line. And this unit will charge as well, these Witch Elves, getting an 8. And with our 8-inch charge, this is what we're kind of looking like, getting a little bit of a daisy chain this way and tying down this unit. I suppose this unit will try to charge as well. It's a long bomb charge. I do get to re-roll the 1s. No, okay, failed. So we're going to go with this Witch Elf unit first. We're going to start with the Hag leader first, hitting on 2s. And winning on 4s. Getting 2. And the rest of the attacks hitting on 3s. I do get to re-roll this. because we are on turn 3 and Hagnar. Looking for force to wound. 5 and 6 up saves. And we are going to have 14 of these guys go down. The engine riggers are going to be going next.
Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s.
Getting 1.
Getting 1, 2 rend, I believe.
D3 damage for 3 damage. Ooh. 6 up save for Fanatical Faith. Oh! And with that, wow, I suppose I'll pick these Daughters of Khaine next to go. We have 3 attacks from the Hag Leader on 2s. Rerolling the failed. And wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 15 attacks into the engine riggers, hitting on 3s. Hagnar reroll. And 4s to wound. 4 up save. That's actually really good.
Really good. Yeah.
One guy does drop. Who do you want it to be, though? The volley gun goes down. And the rest of the attacks into the Arcanauts. Woo, reroll. And wounding on 4s. 5 up save. Still not bad.
Yeah, only 3.
3 do go down.
And he'll be good with the pile-in.
And now for the engine riggers. Or sorry, not the engine riggers, the Arcanauts.
Yeah, so 4s. Hey, 4s.
Getting 2.
No.
6 up save for the Witch Elves, making none. And then I have a 6 up Fanatical Faith, which I do get to reroll. Ooh, made 1, so 1 will go down. The 3 gun clubs now.
Hitting on 4s. Hey,
ooh, getting 3 pistol whip hits.
If I get that again, wounded on 5s.
Ooh.
1.
6 up save, Fanatical Faith, and I made it.
All right.
Pull her off. And now for the bravery test for these gentlemen.
Yep. Oh,
they're good.
They're good. And absolutely inspiring presence, these gentlemen here.
Yeah, so spending the command point, they are not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And now we go into Kharadron Overlords, turn 3. Jumping now into the hero phase.
So within 10, so he's going to give extra shots to them. So once per game, I can have a unit pile in and attack in the hero phase. Also, I don't think we did their return combat.
No, we did not.
We didn't,
so we're going to go back and do that.
Yeah, let's do that first. So 4s and 5s. 1.
6 up. Fanatical Faith. Nothing. 1 dies. Enter hero phase proper.
Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. Are you kidding me?
Double ones.
Alright.
Gun club attack.
Gun club. Hits.
No wound.
No. So he went 4 from here to here.
And what else we got?
He's gonna go his 4, but staying within 6 of the treasure. So popping over there.
And just making sure, yeah, he's near the objective.
Yes. And the ship's gonna cuddle up right here. So gonna be a little cheeky here. These guys are gonna fall back, but actually deeper into enemy territory and snag that objective from you. I will need a 5 or 6, but I have command points. Hey, using a command point. So with their now 18 inches of movement, they're gonna go flying and take this objective so I can get the 3 points. So onto the shooting phase. These guys have to pump shots into them. So 12 shots with a reroll. So hitting on 4s. 3 misses. Wounding on 3s.
D3 damage each. Oh.
Yeah, so.
That's 15 wounds, no armor, but I do get my Fanatical Faith. They're dead.
Yeah.
Just like that, the entire unit, gone.
Volley pistol into them.
From your general.
From my general. 3s. And 4s, I think, which is kind of not great.
6 up save. Rerolling. Nothing. We'll lose this lady. And now from these Arcanauts, the volley guns and the pistols.
Hitting on 4s.
Getting 1.
Wounding on 3s.
Nothing. And 9 pistol shots hit on 4s. Forced wound.
That is
6 up save. Fanatical Faith. Reroll. 2 wounds. Blah, blah. And now the gun hauler is going to be firing next into these guys. Everything's going into here?
Nothing, only the main cannons in range.
Okay.
So 4, you know.
Charge a clock. Your general's going to be charging in.
Yep. Hey,
getting an 8, more than enough for him to get inside. Boom. Your general's now, you're going to elect him to go fight first?
Yep. 3s.
Oh, nothing.
Wow. Alright. So, spending a command ability to use Speak Softly but Carry a Big Hammer, he's allowed to reroll all failed hits and wounds. So, rerolling. Okay, 1. And wounding on a 2. Alright.
2 damage, 6 up Fanatical Faith. Rerolling. Oh, that was teetering. So another 2 ladies to go down. We'll go ahead and lose this person and her. Next, I'm going to go with these witch elves. So we're going to do 2 ladies here and then 3 ladies here. She essentially is stuck in the middle, being the chain. Going for the hag leader, hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s, getting 2 wounds. And then the 2 ladies on your general hitting on 3s. I do get to reroll. Whoa. Wounding on 4s, 2.
Because of the general's artifact, he does get to reroll 1s. I need 3 up saves.
And you made them all.
Ooh.
And the 2 ladies into the Arcanauts on 3s. Reroll. Force wound.
5 ups. 2 die.
Arcanauts now, they're going to pile in and attack.
3 normal on 4s. And wounding on 4s.
Nothing.
And 3 gun clubs hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s.
1.
1. No rend.
No rend. 6 up. No Fanatical Faith. No reroll. No. Another one dies. Ooh. We'll take it off her. And then, so now into Bravery or Battle Shock. They are still immune until my next hero phase, which is going to be happening soon. I don't think you have to do any Bravery.
I am spending a point to keep them there. They're Bravery 6, and I lost 2.
Okay.
And I don't want to risk losing
Right, so you're going to
anymore.
keep them there.
Yeah.
Okay. And at the end of the turn, Kase will be getting 3 points because he has this objective over here and he has that objective over there. I no longer have that objective because you killed the more units there. And I will be getting 2 victory points because I killed more models this round. I think I killed 21 from your side, and then you killed 17 from me, so I'll be getting 2 points. Bringing the score to 7-7. As to who goes next, I do entice. I get a 1. Ooh. Oh, and you do get a 6. So you, sir, get the double turn. This is going to hurt. So let's go to Kharadron Overlords, turn number 4. Going into Kase's hero phase now.
The only thing I'm going to do is he's going to give extra shots to them, any unit within 10 inches. Okay. So they're going to shoot better. So movement, they're just going to go back a bit, kind of shift back and over, so they can still see, so everyone can see the girls and we can put some fire into them. And he's going to move up to here. He's going to be my brave boy. Getting within 12 of your ladies. So these guys are going to scoot back a bit, staying within range of the objective, but just trying to get you to commit more forces somewhere. So this is going to be my target for rerolls, because nothing else is in range for the Admiral. So I guess I'll start with him for the shooting. He gets 3 shots with a reroll. Thankfully, he does. And, alright, and wounding on 4s. Hey, nothing. So, wounding on 4s with a reroll. Good thing. Okay, 1. Wounding on a 3. Okay.
D3 damage.
D3 damage. 1.
Fanatical Faith. No, they want.
Rerolling Fanatical Faith?
No, because it's no longer. I don't have it anymore because I have to do it on my next thing. I suppose I'll take her off. Pistolas!
5 pistols, hitting on 4s. Rerolling. Hey, hitting on 4s, no reroll. Or wounding on 4s, rather, so 3 wounds, no rest.
6 up. And 6 up. Ooh, okay, made 1, so 2 die. Yeah, I'll keep the banner alive. Shooting now.
So the gun hauler, which is called Rage Mouse, is going to put 2 shots of the carbines into this, hoping to finish it off, and the cannon into that. So we'll do the carbines first, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s? That might be backwards, actually. Hold on. So yeah, sorry, they hit on 3s, so they both hit, and they wound on 4s. Okay, so no wounds.
And the cannon right over here into the Witch Elves.
Hitting on a 4.
No.
Ah.
The Arcanauts now, they are going to be firing into the Witch Elves.
Hitting on 4s, no rerolls, though. Oh, wounding on 3s.
D3.
D3. 6. Yeah.
Ooh, that's
5, 6, 7.
Because I am near the cauldron, or my general, I should say, it's a 5 up. No, 5. Oh, 1 5 in there. So we're going to lose 3.
Oh.
Boop, boop, boop. And now we have the rapid fire rivet guns into the same unit.
Hitting on 3s.
Getting 2.
Wounding on 4s, though.
Getting 1.
1 rend.
1 rend. Because of Blood Shield, I have a 6 up, which I don't make, and then, which is 1 damage.
Just 1 damage.
5 up Fanatical Faith. No, another one dies. The drill cannon.
Hitting on a 4. Nope.
Nope. And now for your general going to the combat phase.
I'm going to say this beforehand because I probably should have. I'm going to activate Speak Softly but Carry a Big Hammer for a command point, allowing him to reroll.
Okay.
So 3s and 2s. 2 rend, 2 damage.
6 up Fanatical Faith. Yeah, they're dead. Battle Shock for this unit over here. So on a 3+, this unit will run away. Luckily I have a banner, so I can roll 2 dice and discard the highest.
Hey, you're
okay, boom, they're staying. And now we can go into Daughters of Khaine, turn 4. Not looking good for me.
Last turn.
So before I actually do any of my hero face stuff, I was going back and forth of what I should do. Kase and I were talking about it. I mean, I could go over here, run them for 6, take these guys out, get this objective, but then Kase still has these 2 objectives. I could send these guys forward, take this thing out, then Kase still has the objective. I could try to go to kill more models, but I just can't kill enough because this thing is over here. This is only 1 model. Well, I mean, there's 10 wounds there.
Yeah, you gotta kill all, like, chew through all of it, though.
I don't think I can do... That's right, you do have the bombs on it, too, so I'll be taking tons of damage. He only has the 1 wound over there, so I don't think that I can conceivably get enough victory points, even though we're tied 7-7. So... yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this a Kharadron Overlords victory, putting on your hat to
My
victory.
wife got me this hat. I'm only allowed to wear it when I win, and I haven't been able to wear it all week.
So you're feeling pretty good?
I'm very happy right now, Internet. I'm very happy.
Kase, thank you so much for the win. I'm pretty sure we made tons of mistakes, but this is the first time that we are playing the meeting engagement rules.
Yeah, we got to look at these. We got to find out all this stuff like yesterday and had to learn it all and like.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Kase actually got to read it yesterday. I actually read it this morning. So I'm learning as we're filming. So yeah, tons of mistakes, but you know, well, hopefully we corrected some of them. I'm pretty sure there's some that we missed. But we hope that you enjoyed this game. Kase, right now we're going to go into the vault and we are going to play another game of meeting engagement. So we look forward to seeing you guys there.
And also, we make the mistakes so you don't have to. You can learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll meet you guys into the vault where we're going to be playing another 1,000 points. I think Kase is going to bring another big ship.
Much bigger ship. The big boy.
And I think I'm thinking about bringing Marathi as well, just for a little bit of fun times, but we shall see. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and happy wargaming.
Happy wargaming.